Hello everyone, welcome back. This is Susie Beiler, and I personally am continuing to feel this buildup of energy, and I am hoping that this shift will occur soon, but I did want to do a video to see if we can get some updated information on those timelines, and we also have some other questions as well. As always, I invite you to connect with this information through your hearts and use your discernment to see what is for you and what is not. And please enjoy the energies. Thank you for joining.
If Prime Creator looks into a mirror, what does Prime Creator see?
Dear ones, this question is asked from a very human level. For concepts such as these have no meaning for the energies of love and light. And so, if you would like me to translate it to a human understanding, what I would see is a pure light.
Does Prime Creator have an agenda?
There is no agenda in terms of what humans typically understand as agenda. If I were to have an agenda, it would be simply to expand into more love and light, to guide and protect each of your souls as you expand into more love and light.
Is the current collective awakening occurring in humans on Earth on a soul level, or is this on a conscious human level?
It is both, dear ones. On a soul level, truly at the core, each soul was already awake. However, as we have discussed before, there is always opportunity for expansion and growth of the soul. This is why you are on your soul journey. On the human level, yes, there is much to be done and much to unfold in this regard. This mass awakening that is in progress at this time is very much at the human level, as well as the galactic level, the universal level. For what happens on Earth is somewhat of a mirror for what is happening in other locations. And so as humans awaken, they are serving the collective and the expansion of all life in every location.
In relation to this shift, how close are we to critical mass as far as a proportion of people who are awakened at this time?
Dear ones, at this time, we are about at 75% of what is needed for critical mass. This is actually a very promising number, for as each day passes, the timelines for more awakening grow shorter, as awakenings are occurring quite rapidly now. In the spectrum of what you have experienced with awakening in the past, it will not take much time to reach critical mass. Keeping in mind it has taken eons of time, thousands, millions of years, for you to achieve what you are now experiencing. And so while 25% may seem like a long way to go, it is, in fact, a very beautiful number, because it will occur much more quickly than the first 75%.
Will the love and light energy embodied here as we shift to heaven on Earth dissolve the harmful use of technologies such as chemtrails, HARP, artificial intelligence, and other harmful technologies?
Remember what we have discussed before, dear ones, that any technology, any being, Anything of a vibration that does not match your heaven on earth will not be sustained here. And so these technologies must transform and reach a different frequency for serving the highest good, or they simply will no longer function. This is the simplest way to put this. There are more intricacies involved in this explanation. However, what is most important to know is that anything, whether it is a technology, a being, any vibration that does not serve the highest good, it will not be able to sustain itself. For as a collective, you are raising the frequencies so that you can experience your heaven on earth.
It has been shared that each individual is on their own timeline, which can shift in each moment, and they can experience world events differently. So why is it that service to the collective from the human level is subject to the conditions of the current timeline?
There are many complexities to this understanding, dear ones. However, what would be helpful for you to understand is that there is one main timeline that the collective is working on. Because you are working as a collective to create your heaven on earth, because you are working as a collective to shift your experience on this planet, in order for this shift to work, there must be a harmony, a synchronicity. There must be a collaboration of timelines. So while you are each on your own personal timeline for your ascension, for the collective awakening, you must have some things in common in order to achieve what you wish to experience on this planet as a collective and a community. Dear ones, you, the light workers, you whose souls have been working so diligently, I do understand that for some of you it is quite trying and your patience is growing thin, for you have been at this for so long. Many of you have expressed your frustration, your desire for a deep shift. Many of you have expressed you are tired of doing this work, and that you wish for a big shift so that you can experience what it is that you desire. In many ways, dear ones, you are not experiencing the fullness of what you know is possible because you are holding the space for the collective to awaken. You are holding the space for this tipping point that was referred to earlier. I know this is not an easy task, dear ones, for you continue to work through much density. You continue to operate at times where there is illusion, even though you understand that you are working in illusion. Others do not. And so in some ways you must still interact with it. I invite you, dear ones, you who are feeling weary, to command assistance from the light realm, to regenerate your beings, to command inspirations to come to you. Ask to be taken in your sleep time to places of rejuvenation, not only for your physical bodies, dear ones, but at a soul level. Yes, I am watching and protecting, and I am observing that many of you truly are weary at a soul level. And so you can also take retreats and respites when needed, to recalibrate your energies. For truly in your core, you desire to do this service. This is why you came to this experience on planet Earth. And in order to continue this service, you must also rejuvenate yourselves. And so ask for help. Ask for assistance from the light realm. Ask for assistance from your human brothers and sisters as well. Many of you feel alone. In truth, you are not alone. There are many of you doing this work together. Do what you can to connect with each other.
Is there any additional updated information about the current timeline?
Dear ones, I will share with you what has been happening in the realms that you do not see, so that you can have an understanding of all of these moving pieces that this grand creation requires. In the light realms, we have been offering ourselves each moment, availing ourselves to assist you. This is not something that most of you will see. And so it is important to ask for this assistance, because we are here waiting to serve. When I say we, I mean the legions of angels, archangels, your galactic family, planetary light beings, universal light beings, the Elohim, the Seraphim, and many, many more. Slowly, as the awakening on planet Earth continues, we are able to come closer and closer to you in a more physical experience. You can speed up this physical experience by asking for our help. You can speed up this physical experience by commanding our presence on your planet. And what is being created is a network of light around your planet. This is something that is fairly new. It is not something we were able to do millions of years ago. For in your freedom of choice, too many had chosen darkness. Now that more are choosing the light, we are able to create this network of light around your planet. This network of light provides for you fresh air, not in the physical sense of oxygen, but fresh air for your rejuvenation. This energy of regenerating, of awakening, is available to you through this network of light. The beautiful thing, dear ones, is all you need to do is ask to be plugged into this network so that you can receive these beautiful energies of love and light that are available for you. Ask on behalf of your friends and family members. Now, this only works if they are willing to receive, even if it is only at the soul level. Their receiving will be limited depending on how much they are willing to receive and awaken. But you can still ask, and in this way serve the collective energies. For the more that are plugged into this network, the more quickly you will see this shift occur. Now, as I have spoken before, you would see things in your experience that do not seem reflective of your heaven and earth. This will continue to occur until the tipping point. And so it is important to stay focused on what it is that you are creating. Do not allow yourselves to become distracted by lower vibrating energies, by the media which would want to instill fear. For this is a form of control. And you, my dear lightworkers, are much beyond this. You do not need to be controlled by fear. You know better, dear ones. And so please choose. Choose to focus on the light. Choose to stay plugged in to this light network. Yes, there is more that is occurring. As events play out and unfold on planet Earth, the light realm continues to be quite busy, working with your DNA, working with your physical bodies, your emotional bodies, your mental bodies, to the extent that you ask and allow for this help to come in. Each time there is an event on your planet that seems to resonate with the frequencies of darkness, many more are awakening. And in this awakening, the light realm moves closer and closer to planet Earth. This network of light grows stronger. New connections are made within this network. What is harmful about social media is that fear can be spread quite quickly. What is beneficial about social media is that the light, kindness, love, and compassion can be spread quite quickly. And so as you experience these events on your planet, if you would like to be in service, respond to these events with love. Many of you are using social media platforms such as Facebook and Instagram, Twitter, and others. Begin posting uplifting images, uplifting words, not only in response to events, but simply in your daily habits. If you are not using social media, you are still sending out your love through your vibrations. Dear ones, I ask you to do everything that you can to emanate love from your beings. And this does include making sure you take care of yourself, making sure you find ways to nourish and nurture yourself so that you can continue to be in service in the way that you would choose. It may also be helpful for you to know, dear ones, that each being that associates with the darkness has light beings assigned to him or her. That soul is working on a soul level with the light beings. This kind of activity has been increasing in the past months, as even the souls engaged with the darkness are beginning to long and yearn for the light. And so even if it is a tiny longing, Light beings are allowed to get closer to this soul and to work at a very deep level to integrate more light into that soul. And so there are many things like this occurring under the radar, dear ones, that you may never see from your human eyes, and yet are very important in creating this collective shift for your heaven on earth. I understand that many of you would like to have a specific time frame. When will this shift occur? Prime Creator, tell us, give us some hope. And yet, dear ones, this timeline is not up to me. Remember, we have spoken about each soul is creating this together. And so it is up to you. It is up to each soul in the collective. If you are one who feels like you have been doing so much to hold the light and energy for this shift, and you feel like it is too much for you, there is no judgment, dear one, if you need to take a retreat or a vacation from your service. Take time to nurture yourself so that you can come back renewed and restored. Sometimes you feel like you are doing this alone, but in truth, there are millions and millions of light beings, some in human form, many not, that are assisting this shift. And yes, your role is deeply and vastly important. But if you step away for a week, not everything will fall apart, dear one. For this network of light is holding the energy as well. And so do not feel like you need to do it on your own. This is an old pattern that it is time for you to release. Light workers work together. Whether you know another light worker or not, you are working together in the etheric realms and on the soul levels. And so you are never alone, dear one. In this moment, I invite you to take a deep breath and breathe in the energies of rejuvenation and regeneration that are here for you now. Ask to be plugged in to this network of light that is surrounding your planet. I thank you, dear ones, for your service.
Is there anything else Prime Creator would like to share with those watching this video?
Dear ones, I can still hear your questions about when will this shift occur? Part of your mastery, dear ones, is to live in each moment, to not concern yourself with timelines, but to work with what you have in your current experience, to use the gifts, talents, and skills that you have now. Yes, many of you know what is possible, that there is much more available to you as this collective experiences a shift. However, there is much available to you now as well. And it is important in developing your mastery to learn how to live in the flow of each moment. Yes, anticipate the future. Anticipate and be excited about what is coming, for these frequencies of excitement are creating your future reality. And be in gratitude for what is occurring now. Be in gratitude for your current experience. I could say, this shift will occur in 3 months or 3 years. But dear ones, you are more intelligent than this. You understand that timelines are constantly shifting. And so I respect your intelligence, dear one. And I ask you to develop your mastery in this now moment. For as masters, you can create your reality with much more proficiency. Yes, it is practice. Yes, it is discipline. And it is what is required as you travel your journey. For this is why you are here. To master this experience. To transmute this experience into your heaven. In the here and now. Not when all on the planet are awakened, but in this moment, dear ones. Do you understand? Practice your mastery in this moment, and as you do so, you will experience a personal heaven on earth. It will not be the same as the collective, for there will be much more of a sense of community with the collective awakening. But do not hold yourself back from your personal heaven on earth just because your neighbor does not understand what that term means. You are capable of these things, dear ones. Remember your mastery. Many of you have expressed that the transmission of sound that came through this channel in the last video was helpful for you. And so I offer this again. Thank you, brothers and sisters, for joining me again today. And thank you, Prime Creator, for the information about the network of light that is being constructed around our planet. Plug me in, please. I love you all. Thank you for all that you are, all that you do, and the beautiful ways that you express love in our experience here on this planet. Much love.